A massive hack is going around and you could be in trouble. This Roblox YouTuber finally announced he's quitting and why. Some crazy new Roblox updates and so much more insane news today. So if you're new, please subscribe to help us reach 400,000 subs. Thank you, let's get into it. Firstly though, let's start with the Roblox YouTuber officially quitting. So for a while now on the channel, I've been covering Tofu's disappearance for a long time now. And as we all probably know by now, his disappearance is very weird. Tofu randomly one day just left behind 3 very successful channels and just stopped uploading. And then during his stop uploading time or whatever, he did some insanely weird things. He came back accidentally, got involved in huge drama. And then just recently actually, he uploaded an I'm back video, which many people thought was the official return of Tofu. And then he deleted it yet again and disappeared. And with all that, many fans are still confused what's going on with Tofu? Is Tofu ever going to come back? And in general, just what's the reason for all this? What's also weird about Tofu's disappearance is that he never really said anything about it. On his social medias, he never really talked about it much. He made one tweet, I remember a while ago, saying he doesn't believe in YouTube anymore. But besides that, it's been very cryptic and weird from Tofu. The one place he's been kinda active though, throughout all this, is Instagram, where he kinda posts and deletes stuff randomly. The other day I mentioned how he posted a random video of him lip syncing to a song. But with this, his Instagram is actually connected to his Threads account, which is an app like Twitter. And on his Threads account, he actually announced why he quit, or he's gonna quit officially. Not going to create YouTube videos anymore. I came back and wanted to do more, but it's not for me anymore. I don't like it. I'll forever appreciate everyone who supported Tofu. Thanks for watching as always, see you guys around. So yeah, Tofu officially just quit. So his disappearance and hiatus over the last 2 years was nothing more than just he didn't enjoy it anymore. And I guess after doing it for so long, he got sick of it, which is kinda crazy. And overall though, this whole situation is just super weird and confusing. The fact that Tofu had everything on YouTube, a massive successful channel, and just left it all behind is pretty crazy to see. But I guess if he wasn't enjoying it anymore, and he just moved on to what he enjoys more, that's pretty that's fair enough. And this news probably shocked a lot of people, and you probably thought a lot of people would be upset. But due to the old drama, people actually are happy at this story. Many people are saying oh, good thing he left, good riddance, we don't want him anymore. But anyways, moving to the next story, I have a new Roblox update. So Roblox has completely revamped the in-game controls and the in-game control menu, and they'll now look like this, which at first was kind of confusing because there's a lot going on, but each of these buttons do a pretty specific thing. I'm not going to read it all out, but everything's kind of self-explanatory. The shield is a safety thing, so you can report people and whatever. The camera and mic are obviously for voice chat and whatever. And then that 9 dot thing, it has all the other random stuff, the text chat, leaderboards, emotes, all stuff like that. And in general, it's a pretty good menu, can't even lie. Good update from them. It kind of simplifies everything and it kind of puts everything in one spot, so it's pretty good. And keep in mind, this is only a beta feature right now, so it's not currently out for everybody. So if you don't have it, don't worry, it'll come out soon. And in general, people seem to love this update and think it's pretty good too. The one concern people have though is that, or the one worry people have is that, in the picture as we can see, the chat and everything's on the right hand side, when it's usually on the left. But Blox News cleared up saying that it'll still be in the top left, and this new menu would also be in the top right, I think. It's just different, they're different things. Overall pretty cool, but with this update came something even better. Now this is pretty random, but they also announced that this is going to remove the microphone and camera icon above your head, which finally, because it took up so much space and clutter and it just overall looked weird, so they finally got rid of that. And speaking of voice chat updates, next we have another update. So if you use Roblox voice chat, you've probably already experienced someone who's being super loud and annoying and you want to mute them, and then more people start being annoying, so you go and mute them too, and then you spend 10 minutes just going through and muting everyone. It's pretty annoying. Or you just want to mute a bunch of people at once. But now what you can do is that you can join the game and it'll give you an option where you can just mute everyone else, or just you can hear everyone else, which is a pretty cool feature. Because imagine you're playing voice chat with your friend and you don't want to hear everyone else, so you just mute the entire lobby and then just unmute your friend, and it'll make it a much quicker and easier process. Although when I first saw this, I was kind of wondering if you're joining a voice chat server anyways, why would you not want to hear other people? Because usually there's one person being annoying, so you only have to mute one person. Muting the entire server kind of takes away the point of voice chat. If you're going to mute the entire server, what's the point of even being voice chat in the first place? But to be fair, some games are only voice chat, so I guess it evens out. Because I'm pretty sure once you have voice chat, you kind of just disable it. You have to stick with it. So if games are just have voice chat, you have to just use it. So I think that's the point of this feature. If you just have voice chat enabled and games only have one option for voice chat. Because I know some games have a voice chat game and a normal game, and some games just have voice chat throughout the entire game. So I think it's more for that when you're just trying to play by yourself, but you have voice chat. But anyways, this is something pretty insane. So a few days ago I covered that Roblox was actually getting sued for gambling websites. The lawsuit was kind of weird because they were saying that Roblox was involved in gambling websites, even though Roblox was against them. So the lawsuit itself was kind of weak, but it's a pretty big lawsuit for Roblox and all the gambling websites. And ever since this lawsuit, gambling websites have been shutting down. One of the most popular running Roblox gambling sites shut down, and not only did they shut down, but they're also offering refunds for anyone who had Robux in the site. So you can get a refund for like all the stuff you gambled away, but if you still had like balance in the account and you were still like gonna gamble more, I guess, they'll give you back the balance that you had, which is pretty insane. And I'm wondering if like Roblox like tried taking this down and sued them, or they just got scared of the lawsuit and took it down, or is this a result of the lawsuit? Nonetheless, I feel like this all has to do back to the lawsuit, because like why else would they randomly take it down? They didn't really say anything else, but they just said that they're taking the website down, which is pretty crazy and out of nowhere. And I mean, we can already see like how big of an impact like this lawsuit's already making, because this was one of the biggest, or is the biggest gambling site out there. For them to just shut down out of nowhere is kind of crazy. And I assume since they did it, more and more are going to start shutting down too, which is pretty insane, because like these websites have been up for so long and they've always like fought to stay up, but now it seems like they're finally coming to an end. But anyways, moving to our last week, which is pretty insane. So over like the last few weeks and whatever, there's been a major exploit and hack going around that's been affecting a lot of people. Basically how it works is that there's an extension out there called Road, and this extension looks normal and whatever. Like it's one of those extensions that help you get into people's games if you have like their ID. But this extension is actually a massive hack and scam. What it's been doing is that it's been using like a backdoor to hack people, and it gets into their Roblox account, and then once it gets into their account, it like steals their items and also like buys stuff. And this extension has also been spreading a lot like wildfire through the ads, which is a big part of the scam. I'm gonna blur the name, but you've probably seen this ad on Roblox before. It's been literally everywhere, and if you click on the ad, it actually gives you a random person's profile or like a random person's game every single time. And people are wondering like, how is it possible for like this many accounts to be promoting it? And what it seems like is happening is that what Road is doing is they hack people's account with like a bunch of Robux and then use their Robux to promote the same ad. So they've been hacking a lot of people and using a bunch of people's account to promote this. Flamingo in his video actually covered and talked about these scams, and one of the persons was this person, Bloody Katana. And if we go to their profile, it's not like a bot account or anything, it's literally just a normal person. As we can see, they've been on the website for a long time, since like 2018. Their like avatar and everything's the same. They have like recent activity. This is not a bot account. So what they've been doing is that they've been just taking their users' accounts and using their users' accounts and Robux to promote their own website. And then once they get more people from the promotions, they just keep doing this process over and over again. And not only that, in the thread like they mentioned, they're also taking their people's items and stuff. So they kind of have full control over their Roblox accounts, which is pretty crazy. Like this person actually got access back to their account. And as we can see, in their like ad space, there's a bunch of these ads running. And when they went to check their transactions, all of their Robux went through for these ads. So right under their nose, these people were using his account or their account to buy ads and they didn't even know about it. And in general, like, you should check your Roblox extensions. If you check your extensions right now and you guys have like some random small extensions that isn't that popular, I would just delete it, honestly. Because this isn't even the first time I've seen something like this. This has happened in the past before. If you want to get a Roblox extension, just stick to like the most popular and like respected, like safe ones. Like Roll Gold, for example. Stuff like that where it has like a big community and it's like trusted are less likely to hack you. Obviously any extension can do this, but obviously bigger extensions won't do it. But smaller extensions, which are less known and less trusted, are going to do stuff like this. And as we can see, this is spreading like wildfire. And in general, it's pretty insane what's going on here. And if you have any extension, like if you have this extension, first of all, delete it. And if you have any other small extension, be careful and delete it, because any extension can do this to you. And also, it's probably best not to interact with these ads, even though they probably won't do anything to you. Just don't give them the attention. And if you enjoyed though, check this video where people thought the Roblox account got hacked. See you in the next one.